I feel like the people who know me by now will look at this and need no introduction, so let's go.
And you don't shy away from politics. You follow politics closely,
You're so good on
and
it.
you'll hit either side.
Yeah, because her demographic is really known for hitting both sides of the political aisle. Then again, this is The View. The truth is as foreign to them as a day of sobriety is to Hunter Biden.
What made you want to work that more into your humor in the last few years?
Because Hollywood is a propaganda arm for the United States government and works on behalf of the US State Department. That would be why. Lord knows if you watch Hollywood for politics, you're not going to become any more informed, and anyone with sense would laugh themselves into a coma if you suggested otherwise.
Well, honestly, because I just learned about it. When I went to SNL...
You just learned about it, but you want to do political humor? That's actually funny. Just not the way you would like it to be.
Okay, before SNL, like just New York, period, you guys are really smart about politics and stuff. Like, y'all really are on that. Like,
New York is on the ball with politics. Are you out of your mind? When she got on SNL, this would have been about 2014, so when Bill de Blasio got elected, the man largely responsible for accelerating New York's roller coaster ride of hell, and then ramped up further by this thing. But really, New York knows politics? Moving on.
California, we over there smoking weed. Swimming pools, suntanning. We ain't really into it, right?
See this right here? This is how you know she knows nothing about politics. Cali and New York are probably the most solidly blue states in the entire country, but she thinks they're worlds apart for some reason. Demographics, sex, mannerisms, walking stereotype.
So when I got to SNL, there were so many things that I learned about that I didn't even know. Like, seriously, the Electoral College.
The what now?
The Electoral College.
You mean the Electoral College? Dear God.
I didn't know about that. I was just, I know you're gonna be mad when I say this. I did think it was a college. I thought...
You thought the electoral college
I thought
was
that you know, the people gotta go there before they become a politician.
Oh, I wish that were the case.
Listen, the people voting for Trump should go to college.
Exactly.
Really? Hey, Bill.
Don't go to college.
Wow, that is quite the revelation. Care to explain why?
It just makes you stupid.
Thank you, Bill. Now, Anna, listen here, poopsikins. Let me explain to you something that obviously flew over your head and the rest of all of your ilk, seeing as you're all the collective poster child for why we should repeal the 19th Amendment. You're over there taking pot shots at Trump supporters needing to go to college. Meanwhile, you're sitting next to this, who just informed you they don't even know that the politics of Cali and New York are basically carbon copies. Meanwhile, I, a foreigner who doesn't even live in the United States, knows this, and that she learned about politics only 9 years ago by working on Saturday Night Live. You want to know something truly horrific? This woman is 56. So if she only learned about the Electoral College via SNL 9 years ago, she only learned how voting works in her own country at the age of 47. But you've got this idiot to the right telling Trump supporters they need to go to college? Are you freaking kidding me? Do you even realize how incredibly stupid you people actually are? Heaven's sakes. Oh, but we're not done here, people, because this is The View. It can and will always somehow get stupider.
I feel like when I'm commentating and live tweeting and stuff, I am talking from y'all perspective.
As opposed to what you really are, which is a clueless cosmopolitan simping for the regime. Stunning and brave.
Because there's a lot of, and listen to me very closely, politicians!
Listen here, Monster Munch, you didn't even know what the Electoral College was until you almost hit the age of 50. No one should listen to you about anything ever.
Because you know what's going on.
Why are you yelling? What planet do you live on? I just realized the potential setup to that answer. No wonder Milo got in trouble all those years ago.
There's a lot of people that don't understand what's going on.
Yes, and we're looking at 5 of them right now, getting schooled in basic common sense by swanky-dressed African living in Europe. I'd say it's a disadvantage being outnumbered 5-1, but hey, 5 pairs of ovaries are no match for the wisdom of the Wang.
You guys, there's a group of us that don't go talk to the manager.
If endless footage coming from the likes of WorldStar is anything to go by, that's not exactly your go-to MO. It tends very much to be a strike first and ask questions never kind of mentality. Except when it comes to sentencing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a group of us that'll be like, no, manager, come over here. This didn't taste good. But there's a lot of us that'll be like, I'm just not going to come back here no more. We need to start talking to the manager.
Does anybody else notice how utterly vacuous this crap is? She just yammers on and on, but she doesn't actually say anything. It's the most empty plastic kind of sloganeering.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Pay attention. Only a third of this country is voting. Only a third of the 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 country is voting.
Do I even need to say anything? Because I feel like addressing any more of this than I already have would somehow be beneath me. If anyone here were to ask me, why do I have the opinions that I do? I could just point to this and go, that. And if their immediate response is beyond simply a head shake and a sigh, then I know speaking to them is a waste of my time, because do any words need to be said? Really? Far as the only a third of the country is voting, that is a problem. Why? There's a smaller concentration of smarter people in the population, which is for the most part a mass of ignorant morons. Universal suffrage is the embodiment of the phrase too many cooks spoil the broth. So if you want quality, you need to cull the fat, not add to it, for heaven's sakes. Welcome to reality, the arch nemesis of politics. Not only that, but the larper who can't read a teleprompter, walk a flight of stairs, or hell even speak of his own volition without potentially starting a third world war, apparently got more votes than anyone ever. And yet you're literally screaming about only a third of the country voting again. Why? The man has a disapproval of 54, the highest I think of his presidency, sky-high energy prices, inflation, mortgage rates, devaluation of the dollar, declining jobs and labor force participation rates, a terribly botched military evacuation the entire world got to witness, got Ukraine invaded, who was obviously only ever going to lose to Russia, now the Palestine debacle. Not to mention God knows how many millions of illegals have flooded the country. So is it any wonder why no one trusts Biden on anything and Trump is crushing him in a slew of recent polls in states Biden supposedly won in 2020? All the while, these cackling hens over here will praise Biden for doing such a great job, but he needs to step down for the good of the country. Why do you need to step down if you're doing a good job? How does that make any sense? If he's doing a good job, why does every dimwitted pleb of a pundit on TV tout the need for better messaging, as he's getting crushed in poll after poll with even the majority of his own party wanting him to step down? Oh yeah, that's right, it's because this administration is a steaming pile of wank detested by every sane soul left on this planet. Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.